no say president of the land, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Me aminim prefer say information yewa Julius Debra de betum bontin so no it's coming from his office. Ebi kra na nke wo say ono no be massa information, but sisi ano enti aba ne say plane no e crash ye no na nke wo say mampani what's happening which I don't understand.
Yeah, so this particular news, is definitely coming from one person also doing to Akobo NDC for Diano. And according to him, or Pache said that is what he's picking. So let's just see. So for now, this particular
is alleged.
It's kind of alleged what I say here because also Pache say info what.
Okay.
So basically, what is really happening here, according to Nipa or the same way, but Tuja, which definitely some winima a bungo ideas Pache say. And you know, Kwana share this particular kind of sentiment. Uko social media, there are scores of people who are also saying say this is actually true what you said. Now according to their own party said the person and also offer a friend is saying who was supposed to be on the helicopter actually was a year papa John Dramani Mahama. To share a screen, so there are scores of screenshots on the screen. So we're looking at all of them individually. But then, you better share the one very much important to what we are doing right now, which will be in Sema Betuja said the person na Anka who was supposed to be on the plane, if anything, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So you better the one tena midika edit tuja a bongo ideas. Into share has say or say Omane Buama was actually designated to represent President Mahama at Obuasi due to tight schedules. Originally, this was a trip for Mahama. He was supposed to be on the same helicopter, pray for the president. This is not natural.
International say wachema kwan na Omanebo amakoye na enye ne kwan. Enye ne kwan. Enti e de ba ya said the can say enye ni wo.
If this is true.
Na enye ni wo.
I don't know.
I
don't know. But if this is true, then it's very scary.
But Sebia na Mahama so was wanka ebi a helicopter na nya kwenhye.
You see, for example, one say helicopter crash, so it evades even the strongest of the world's economies.
Okay.
As I say, USA plane crash. In fact, baby a airplane crash is US. Every weekend, and every day, be a bit missy. So, it be a kama. Now all of a sudden, we be all drive a car. Ube check oil BBR, but can't be to says so very serious. So if I know say President Befa and come by your friend is saying check
and come fast plane.
Who knows? It could be. This was a plane which was carrying the defense minister. Listen, the defense minister now here kind of one seven. Who ye president if you are? The person who comes is the vice. Who ye vice president if you are? The person who comes Parliament, Abang and so it falls back to some people. Immediately after those people pay one more, it falls on them. Your friend is saying the defense ministry. Because in terms of it, the defense ministry has to, in fact, first connect the defense minister or opposition because they can stop coup, they can organize coup, they can control the military. Very serious. So if this is true, say Mahama was actually supposed to be on that same helicopter, it is a very serious thing. What I say, and it is very scary. If this is true, say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was actually supposed to be on that same plane. Then it is very, very, very scary. Now, all of these things are echoes. So people are eulogizing the minister, especially the Omanebu Ama forecast. He was a person. He lived his life well. Comments are let's read this particular one on the screens.
Okay, see, way every bones man or see breaking. Ghana's defense minister, Dr. Omani Buama, has generously paid for the entire cost of surgery for 9-year-old.
And this was she did now a
4th August.
4th August.
Enrich, yeah. Enrich, yeah.
And now Usha story ni mukrana uti some more krana. The minister was even constantly calling.
This is sad. I'll say 9-year-old Seto, who currently walks to school using a plastic chair. A few years ago, I reported that the defense minister had pledged to cover Seto's surgery cost. Not only did he honor his commitment, but he also maintained regular contact with the boy, calling almost daily to check on his well-being despite his busy schedules. Dr. Omanibuama's kindness and compassion are truly remarkable, as evidenced by his humility, love, and care throughout this process. Despite us not having met, he invited me to his ministry, where he fully paid for Seta's surgery and committed to providing additional support. In my 8 years of charity work, this is the first instance of a sector minister demonstrating such genuine love and concern. Dr. Omanibuama is indeed a unique individual. Seto has now been scheduled for surgery and will soon be able to walk independently again. Please join me in expressing gratitude to Dr. Omanibuama for sharing this post, as his actions have gone above and beyond. God bless you, Honorable Minister. International say, nani 2 days ya, and I ye bona baso. Ewo ejuma so no anase emoa wode aboa ba emoa bia ye chema wadi mfinhia nkron wontimi nante yese agese osusoso plastic chair mu na wode ko school na papa yi etimi etabri sika mu oduro de ama ne se omonye no mufa nkoye surgery emfa ma abufra ne nti sa be kra de surgery no munya nye but wo ma hyede wo edama abufra no de bekwa koye surgery no na omuchiremu a se de na abribia no wo frɛ no obisa abufra na se ne ho te sen ekosen de na esie ni ade no na efe yiwe kire se papa no wa ho brase wo do wo tema de mani pa.
These are the little things that we de beka.
Yes,
yan kai ne car na ne bibisa. Now let's also check this one out to show
yehu se media outlet ahodo na na ebo amane ewo wiem hyenya ate afri soro ababehwefo mama ya hwere asoafo mienu ne enipa nso wa eka ho no na yedika ma wonya ho ntiase se play yi anase wiem hyenyi na nke wo se Ghana ye mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na na wo so esan se dwumedie na no mu kodi no boase eye mining ane fenisen efom agudie ehu eyi no ehu dwumedie bi so mo set up infrastructure bi ese bi mo kopa na program bi o mo akeka aka ho na mo kopa ho ntoma enti mampani na ye special guest of honor wo hwa flyer na so a na ono na ye guest of honor for that program na nanke wo so woko na wankwa when ye was and the defense minister kojinemu eden because now I can't think of it. If it's about mining, then the right person that is supposed to be there is the Minister for Natural Resources and mining and
this was an issue with Galamsey and they stopping
mining for no
and so just enforcing this kind of thing. So it was just appropriate.
So no so because mining
he was not
it was the environment minister no so ka ho. Aha. International say we hwe mo a mampanisi onye friend say Dr. Boama kojiremu mame na chese ikuhwe mu mame ebusia de etete no yenim se no kra di abaye chem se mampani kwa wantimi anko nyina no nyina nim se mampani John Dramani Mahama was stout member of the Assemblies of God sorry no na no win elections ikura sebe achede a wo chewa so de to bia behu no preach ni ade enti e kire ma Assemblies of God for program ewe ye Cape Coast Infinity Mountain mu enti ho na mampani di na ni kire ye say sa program no so do munya me pa enti wo se me yeden me ko enu nti wo ko we no na me ko we na e de oba obetimi de mu ama ne boy yeden abre me ene se yanti asem de nti se ne mampani wantie de honhom ka kira safo ena wanko Assemblies of God for dwumadie ene wo ko mining wo boase a enkana chese asemani ye bete na wuku ade
ensenka it will have been him means because if the machine or engine parts are say now it be both and not able to at an altitude and I say okwa could do tembia machine or I be sana I be I was say both and not it to a idea that one to which means if president had taken the same plane the same flights was part of it, it will have crashed. Why can I say?
Because they say Jenana ebe president
exactly, but then they also score so far like Pomba. I said the president will have actually taken a different
plane.
Jata ni plane and as a president could have actually gone.
So president and so when the president ni plane wo ha
and the presidential jets no untimi fa nko hani kumase ni so usually they go with Jata there no it's a bit small and okay and very faster and full or near the other so a bit okay. So president probably might not have taken that same plane.
Might so far and so an kasije na president and
probably the president will have been dead by now. I just say Metimaka says exactly almost 13 years I lose to the former president. Former president, no. Mahama will also die in the same fate. See, president,
vice president,
the same motto. That's NDC there. The flag bearer no so no.
Meda.
The Obinya president no. In case all of these atrocities had happened.
Ehu be bom.
Ehu be but your vice president no crown no that fits. The one should not so there. Abi Jim na say any presidential job na be ya kwan no medwuma. Wo do kra be bo afori. What you say?
Abuja is very sad say nsem bi say timi esi pardon na say bia yesre but yamfa bia nyese ahwe na areho ahye yeso ama ya den ya funeral is said the maker no na say that is what we are gathering say it could have been our president because I say your mom paye say the na bongo idea say can we should pray for the president because ebia na nhihye ebia wo mahihye tia no ne ade na oye roma ne bo ama akwakoji aginemu ewua ye den ama na ebia we might not know the next thing na ebetimi happen to the president of the land. Ebia yemfa munsi ha update ahodo e de ba beso mu.